Hi, my name is Wendy. This is For the Record. I am a reference librarian at Bryant Library. I felt it was very fitting that I break out my motorcycle jacket when talking about these five young women who rocked in the 70s. The band is the Runaways. The album is Queens of Noise. Queens of Noise is the band's second album, and it came out in 1977. Their first album, basically just simply called The Runaways, came out in 1976. So problems arose on this album when Joan Jett and Cherie Currie, who shared vocal duties on this album, the real problem was that after a few days' absence of Cherie Currie, Joan Jett sang lead vocals for Queens of Noise. Meanwhile, Cherie Currie was slated to sing this song, but because she was absent, the band basically decided, let's just let Joan do it. She had a more of a hard rock sensibility than Cherie did. When Cherie got back, she was really upset, and after a few months, she basically left the band. One of the things to understand about the Runaways were that these were five teenage girls from different parts of LA that were basically cobbled together. So they didn't really have time to gel as a band and to really get to know each other. And so there was a rotating list of band members within their short career. This is how quickly things went for the band. Within the first month of them being together, they performed their first gig. Within 6 months, they had a multi-album deal. Within the year, they were touring the U.S. And within 4, the band would be over. The band faced a litany of harassment and misogyny in their short career. Their producer and manager actually called himself their pimp. So you can imagine what these young women faced in the 70s. They were one of the only all-rock bands out there, female all-rock bands. So it was pretty intense. They faced a lot of harassment during their shows. There's a story that they opened up for Rush, and Geddy Lee was incredibly horrible to them. So you can imagine what these women faced. They totally rocked, and I recommend a listen. You can listen to Queens of Noise and other albums on the library's Hoopla database. And you could read more about the Runaways in the ebook Queens of Noise, The Story of the Runaways by Evelyn McDonnell on the library's Libby database. I leave you with Queens of Noise. My name is Wendy, and this is For the Record. Join me next time.